What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all, man? Yes, sir. Top of the morning or afternoon. Yes, sir. Feels so much better, man. Top feels so much better than the bottom. The top feels so much better. Tunensports live, baby. Let's get it. What's going on, y'all? You already know what it is. This your boy Tune and Sports. Let's talk about it, man. The Cavaliers finally. It took a minute. I'm not gonna lie, it took a minute, but we finally was able to beat the Toronto Raptors. You know what I'm saying? We finally defeated them 118-93. I guess you could say it was a blowout, right? um, shout out to Darius Garland, of course. Shout out to Evan Mobley. Shout out to Jarrett Allen. Um, and of course, man, shout out to the one and only Spider Man, Donovan Mitchell. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell, man. Cavs beat the Raptors. Um, way to set the tone on defense and offense. We have to set the tone first. The Cavaliers are back. We finally broke our losing streak. Finally being the team I've really disliked in the Toronto Raptors, aka LeBronto. And look, I don't want y'all to ever forget who y'all are. I don't want y'all to ever forget that. It's called LeBronto. It ain't Toronto. I don't want y'all ever to forget this.
It's going to be deep. Here it is. Sage under 3 seconds to go. Throws up the floater. Good night, Cleveland. That is for you.
Yeah, I remember that, right? I don't want y'all to ever to forget that. That bring back so much memories. But that's what it is with y'all Toronto Raptors. You feel me? Y'all Raptors fans, y'all annoying. Y'all win one little game and y'all forget that we own y'all. We been doing this, man. You know we own y'all. Um, but yeah, this was a good win. And it's something to be happy with. We usually don't match up too good with the Toronto Raptors. They like that splinter that gets stuck, and that splinter that gets stuck in you. You trying to get it out. They're a very physical team, but good energy on both sides of the floor, holding down the paint, more effort, more energy. Keep feeding our bigs, keep feeding our bigs in the post and moving the ball, and good things will happen. I'm gonna play this JB Bigstaff post game real quick. Let's see what the big homie got to say. I want to hear what he got to say. Give me 1 second. Let me play the big homie JB. See if I get this going. Good win though, man. It was a good win for the Cavaliers though. Let's get JB on.
Jamie, what did you like overall about tonight's win?
I mean, it was, start to finish, some small areas, but the approach was outstanding. Knowing your opponent, understanding how physical the game was going to be, and exceeding that, playing together, carrying the game plan out to a T, and doing it together. All things that our guys have done the majority of the year, but put it on full display tonight.
Did you get a sense at all, I guess, of like a sense of urgency, like in a way, just kind of coming off of the Nuggets and the Hawks game at all, and coming into this game?
Yeah, we had conversations like we always do. You know what I mean? Like this isn't just when we're in the gym together, we text messages, conversations, about the importance of what's in front of us. And, this was a big game for us, just to kind of get ourselves back on track and get our feet under us. After more so, the second part of that back-to-back, we knew we would be tested. I thought we executed the game, properly offensively, and took advantage of where we had our strengths.
You're a writer, 92 Truth, and JB, you talked about early before the game, taking care of the basketball, going against their physicality. Only 13 turnovers. I think he had 30 assists on 40-plus field goals. Just talk about the way you guys took care of the ball, but also shared it.
Yeah, I think it was 3 in the first half we had. But what that did was limit their fast break opportunities. They only had 6 fast break points, on the night. Again, that's execution of the game plan. That's taking advantage of what you see. Right? That's thinking the game and understanding where, again, you can beat your man. But now it's a matter of what the second guy is going to do and the reads that you have to make from there. That is playing through physicality and playing through contact, and then keeping your composure to continue to do it time and time again. If you turn the ball over versus this team, you're going to have a hard time winning. And I thought our guys were great tonight taking care of it.
Another spectacular scoring effort from Donovan. He probably won't receive many MVP votes, but I think it's fair to say that for you guys, he's been your MVP since coming here. Just touch on just the impact, not just tonight, but just overall on this team and the shot in the arm he's really given you guys.
He gives us a guy, who can take over games. He's a guy who shines in the brightest moments. You think about, and we talked about it before, but how many guys numbers go up in the playoffs, right? Like that's extremely difficult to do when defenses are focused on slowing you down and stopping you. But most importantly is he's a part of the team, and I can't speak enough on that and how valuable that is from a guy who has the ability that he has, that his decision to never separate himself and just be a part of it. That's the most important thing.
Joji, going off Daryl's point about protecting the basketball, how good was Darius tonight? 11 assists, not a single turnover.
That's what, we're asked before, like where Darius's growth was. And that was it, right? That's thinking the game. That's understanding the game. That's orchestrating the game. That's making the defense pay for whatever decisions that they make. And again, he knew we needed it. I don't know how many plus 39s we've had this year, if any, but that's a dominant performance, that may not always be told in the stat sheet.
Evan took 6 triples tonight. That's a career high for him. Do you have a number for him, or you just trust him to do it?
We just want Evan to play basketball. And if, they're going to leave him open, shoot him with confidence. He puts in a ton of time working on it. And, I do believe the better he gets there, the more that opens up the floor for everybody. So teams having to worry about him in that spot spaces the floor. People have to be aggressive, and you don't just start taking those in the bigger games. You got to take them to build that habit.
Spencer Davies, basketball.com. Joji actually asked what I was going to say. But diversifying his game, Evan being in the corners where he's getting these threes, they're definitely generated that way. What do you see as the advantage of putting him there? Because we usually see Isaac there. You'll see Dean there sometimes, but he hasn't really been in the corner too much this year.
His first initial thing is to run the floor. Right, he runs the floor, he gets flat, and then he gets out to the corners. And we've got to do the job of finding him when he's running early, because he has advantages in the post. But when teams work their way back, he gets out to the corner. That's the spacing that we're looking for. We've worked on it a ton. We end up in some isolation situations. Guys have a great idea now of where the ball handler wants them spaced, so where their outlets are. So he knows to get to those corners in those moments too.
Joe Barney, Athletic. You used mostly 8 guys tonight, and you've done that, I think, a lot. Do you envision an 8-man rotation in the playoffs, or would you rather have a 9?
I think it will change depending on circumstances. Like tonight with their size, tried to keep as many bigger guys on the floor as we could. 4 of those 5 starters, I think are going to end up playing heavy minutes. So now we're just trying to piece the guys around them that night, fit the matchups best. So, 8, 9 will probably be the most, and it could depend on our opponent and what we need in the moment.
Frequency, as you know, of games slows down in the playoffs, so you get a little bit more rest. But you just said it. Your main guys are going to play major minutes. So do you need to prioritize rest for them over these last 20, or do you got to make sure you make the playoffs and get the force? What's the priority?
So our plan is, those guys are going to play minutes. We are fortunate the way that the schedule breaks down. We only have 1 more back-to-back. Mostly we got at least 1 in between. We've been, there's today with this one, we've got 2 in between. So what our priority is going to be is off-day management and making sure that those guys are fresh for 7 o'clock or whenever tip-off is, but not losing, the individual skill stuff that you may find slippage if you're not doing the work. So that's our plan, managing with the training staff, the weight staff, nutritionists, and all that stuff. That, down days are valuable down days, but in preparation for tip-offs.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, JB.
What's up, Chris?
Statistically, coming into tonight, February was Donovan's worst month. What did you see that was different from him?
He was there when we needed him most. And I think that's who Donovan has been, not just here, but throughout his career. Whenever, the lights shine the brightest, Donovan shows up. We had conversation this morning, and, he said he got me. And we trust him, and he got it done.
What did you say to him before he said, I guess?
I'll keep that between us.
And then you talked before the game about just the physicality of the Raptors and how handsy they are. How did you feel like your guys handled that? And how much do you think playing against them the previous 3 times helped with that?
I thought they did a great job. We talked about, 3 turnovers in the first half. Playing against this type of team, this is what the games look like when you move forward. These last 19, 18, whatever it is that we have left, every possession is going to matter. The physicality is going to increase. Can you be the team that's hitting? And I think that's what we did a good job of, is like we didn't allow their physicality to rattle us. We turned that into a strength and started playing downhill and playing at speed. So as their aggression was moving them forward, now we had an advantage as we were playing downhill. And I thought it created some great stuff for us.
That's one, John.
John Miller, Sports Illustrated Media Group. Coach, did they give you any sort of explanation on that foul that was upgraded to the flagrant on Donovan? And then what do you think about your team kind of responding to that? It seemed like it was smart.
I think our guys did a good job. I don't want to throw anybody under the no. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. My challenge guy, but anyway, it was again, it's a judgment call on their part. Again, I don't know how you shoot a layup without lifting your leg up. What the intent was. But again, I thought Donovan went to go shoot a layup that you're taught in the 3rd grade how to shoot a layup.
I think in the 3rd quarter, you kind of were specifically out the floor talking to Donovan and waved J.A. over as he was coming off the floor. Can you share anything about that conversation, kind of what you were thinking?
Yeah, again, it's where our mindset needed to be and what my expectations were of them in that moment. And, they executed them properly.
Yeah, that was JB. JB biggest staff. Yeah, we do have 1 back to back. Yeah, everybody need to play. We still got some things that we have to work out, of course. What I was saying though. But yeah, I feel like Darius sometimes he does too much, and he has some bad fourth quarters. It be times he turn it over like on like important possessions. It be times he turn it over or do a little too much, you know. When the team is trying to figure out how to come back and stuff like that. But when Darius just going, he's going. You know, get up to a hot start. And Evan, he went 2 for 6. Evan went 2 for 6 from the three. I'm okay with that. We want Evan to confidently. We want him like to extend his range and become, if not a threat, someone that the defense or teams have to respect. They're gonna have to respect his shot. So we want Evan shooting them shots and whatever. And Evan he works on it. And I appreciate big men that try to some people don't, work on their game, but Evan, these guys young, they working on their game. They trying to get better, man. You know. And but look, that team, that game, that looked more like Cavaliers basketball than last game. The Hawks game and stuff like that. I look like Cavaliers basketball. That's how you beat them dinosaurs, man. And we was able to close out without blowing the lead. Um, but Toronto, they done. They done, man. Now Cavs Nation, we have to chill, and relax. Every team, every team have losses. It's the NBA. Any night you can lose, depending on the circumstances, of course, and different matches. We can't complain every time we lose, unless it's necessary, And JB, he's not going nowhere right now. He's our coach. Stop asking for the man job, man. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man. Calling for this man job. Every time we lose a game, y'all calling for this man job. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Turn around. Shame. Shame.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself, man. I really like JB, man. I don't feel like he going nowhere, man. Y'all forget we went on a winning streak. It's crazy how y'all quick to forget. If you want to blame him for not making certain rotations or adjustments, cool. That's game. That's fair. He a coach, but you can't blame him all the time, man. Sometimes it's on the players too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they gotta execute, but you gotta have more faith in the team. I know it's late in the season, so you gotta show what it is now, so we can try and fix it. Because I hate surprises. I don't want to be surprised in the playoffs, man. I want to fix these issues we have and get it out the way. You feel me? I don't like surprises, bro. So it's good that we going through this already. Uh, salute, Bubba. What's going on, bro? He was talking spicy about the 76ers yesterday. Yeah, man. Of course, I'm talking spicy, man. You know how I feel. Y'all not, y'all are pretenders, man. Y'all are y'all a good team, but y'all pretenders. Y'all a playoff team, but y'all pretenders, man. Y'all not going to where you think they going, man. It's all love, man. But y'all not going there. Y'all, like everybody else saying, a second round exit, I believe. Hopefully y'all don't gotta play us. Shoot. Hopefully. So you should hope y'all don't have to play us or meet us. Um so okay, you stayed where we at? We four, y'all third. Okay, yeah. So you better hope y'all don't drop down. Hopefully I wish I kinda want the third seed, but you better hope you don't drop down to the fifth spot or fourth spot, man. You play us, it's over. That gonna be a first round exit instead of a second round exit. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. JB, I like JB, man. He did some good things at the beginning of the season or whatever. But he's not going away, man. So y'all gotta chill. Um, we had to play good basketball these last couple of games. We still have some concerns as it pertains to our outside shooting, being consistent from the three, and bench production. Um, come playoff time, the rotations it gets smaller. We all know this. Usually it's like a 8-man rotation or a 9-man rotation. Usually 8-man rotation. So our guys like Levert, Rubio, um, uh, Jetty, and Dean Wade, like they got to give us more. Our bench ain't been doing it for us. It been more points coming from our starters, and Donovan, doing what he do, dropping the heavy points. So all the points been coming from like our four main guys, Jarrett, Evan, Darius, and Mitchell. Our bench haven't really been scoring crazy. So as bench production is, I guess you could say, concern. Nah, I want no. Look, man. I want to face y'all. Actually, I want to face y'all, so we could put that to rest, man. I don't have to hope for nothing, bro. I know that we can beat y'all, man. The only thing is, like y'all we would have to steal one in y'all house. That's what it would have come down to, man. Cause they gonna cheat for y'all in y'all house, man. That's just what it is. Joe and B gonna flop all over the place. He gonna get his calls, man. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, but you could. I mean, you could laugh at him at your backcourt, bro. It's all good. I mean, it's all good. We got one of the best backcourts in the game. Um, and we should. I think we still got the number one defense. I mean, our defense makes up for it. So, and that midget backcourt almost beat y'all. Last time we played y'all, we almost came back and beat y'all. So yeah, I want to face y'all so we could put this whole midget backcourt to rest. Seriously, bro. But I wish the best for y'all, man. I really do. But that midget backcourt very scary. You can't even lie, man. DG and Mitchell, man, very scary, very scary, very. But yeah, Speaking of backcourt, man, I don't want Spider or whoever to do more than they have to do. With the bench not giving us the production we looking for, I don't want none of the other players to do too much. Like do more than they have to do. 16 bench points is not going to cut it. And it's really you want to be technical. It wasn't even 16 bench points. I mean it was 16 bench points, but it's like it really was 10 because six of the points came from garbage time. So I guess it really was 10 points, but we gotta be better right there. We have a roster spot, I believe, available, and I'll probably do a video on that to see uh who we could get, but we need all the help we can get, man. Kobe Altman, get out there, man. Do what you do, man. Use that spot. Don't just go in the playoffs not using that spot. We got a open spot, I believe. I'm hearing Will Barton. I guess he can help out the spacing on defense, but yeah, and give Danny Green some more playing time, man. Not garbage time. I still want to see what he could do, man. What he could provide. I know he still got the ratchet from the range, man. I seen him do something crazy last night, man. He did like this little step back, and man, it looked crazy. Danny Green, I think, can still do a little something. Give him some playing time, man. Stop this garbage time stuff. Yeah, yeah, I'm about to let me play. I want to play what you call it. I'm about to play the Donovan Mitchell and Jarrett Allen post game. See what they talking about. What you talking about, man? What Bubba talking about, man? I'm scared of Allen and Mobley more than the two midgets. He ain't gonna let up. Imagine if Mobley Garland pick her up. He's just not gonna let up on nah, honestly, bro, you should be very afraid. Nah, you're right. You should be very afraid of the Twin Towers. You actually right. because I feel like that's our bread and butter anyway. I'd rather them have the ball in their hands most of the time. So you know what? You're probably right, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You're probably right. Cause you got to worry about them on the defensive end and offensive end. But when they get going, that's when Donovan turn up the value. So you should be very afraid of that and our backcourt. Cause they getting going early, Donovan just gonna make it worse for y'all. You know, and the only reason why y'all beat us in the last game is because we didn't shoot the ball well, and that's a concern. We didn't shoot the ball well, and we was missing Jetty Osman, and we was missing Rubio that night. I think we was missing Rubio that night, but we was missing Jetty Osman because Jetty Osman usually is one of our players that takes the threes. We didn't have nobody out there. I don't know if Dean Wade played that game. I can't remember, but I know we was missing like three of our guys, man. But yeah, man. I mean, whatever, man. Look, man. You can call them midgets. The midgets just blew out the Toronto Raptors. Shoot, you can call them that though, man. What is clip? I want to play the Donovan Mitchell and Jarrett Allen post game. See what they talking about. Oh man, y'all really want to play Philly, man. I really do. Hold on one second. What is that? Yeah, let me play the Jarrett Allen and Donovan Mitchell post game. See what they talking about.
The Athletic. Donovan, JB was talking about kind of a sense of urgency and conversations you guys had coming into tonight's game. What were those conversations like and just kind of the focus for tonight?
Yeah, we haven't been playing our best basketball the past two games, and it's important for us to understand that during this stretch, we got to continue to lock in and continue to build for the playoffs. And feels good to win this game, feels good to play the way we play, but we got to do the same thing on Wednesday and continue to push. I think the biggest thing is like you said, setting the tone early, having that sense of urgency, especially against a team that's really done a really good job against us, throughout the series and the season series. And so for us as a whole, kind of just setting that tone and just building upon this. This is one game. We have many more to go. And we got to continue to play just like this, like we have been.
And Jarrett, for you, what stood out overall, I guess, about how you guys played tonight that can carry forward?
Damn, yeah, 35. Yeah, 35. No, just the way we played, as a collective effort. I feel like everybody brought something special to the table tonight that helped us win the game.
Chris, that was short and light.
Chris, Donovan, JB said that he pulled you aside earlier today, and you basically said, "I got you."
Mm-hmm.
What was the conversation with him?
We needed this one. We needed this one for many different reasons. And setting the tone early. I think the biggest thing was just for myself, trying to be a leader in that way by example. Not really. I talk. I lead by voice, but I think tonight was just kind of just leading. And honestly, yeah, I did it through scoring tonight, but Darius Garland and Jarrett Allen were like the big factors to start this game. You look at the way these two guys played, like Darius was a plus 40, Jay had 23 and 11. Like he held down the paint. Darius like really set the tone. And, for me, obviously we all look at the box where we see the 35 points, but, I don't, we don't get there just by myself. At the end of the day, I told JB I got him and, but as a group, I think we all did it. But for me, just, when a coach, you have that talk, you kind of have to go out there and kind of get to it.
Did you feel like the timing was necessary to have that kind of conversation?
Yeah, for sure. You don't start the break 0-2, especially Denver was a game where we really felt like we could have won. Atlanta, that happens. We called it for what it was. We didn't show up, and for us to respond as a group the way we did. I think that was just the biggest thing, is showing who we really are, the character of our group. And now he's got to continue to sustain that. This isn't just a one-off. We have, I think it's 18, 19 games left. We got to continue to play at this level. I'm not saying we're going to blow every team out, but continue just to have that sense of urgency. And we know that now it's going to be an 8 or 12 nights from 3, but just continue to play with that level of intensity on both sides of the floor.
And Jarrett, for you, obviously, the playoffs are right around the corner, and you still have some regular season games to be played here.
Right.
But you guys are logging heavy minutes, and it's going to be that way in the playoffs too.
Right.
Is there something that you're doing, whether it's with physical preparation, mental preparation, to prepare yourself for that kind of level of lift that you're going to have in the postseason?
I think, in the second half of the season, we all understand that we have to take our off-court preparation to another level in terms of keeping our body in tip-top shape. And I think the coaches know that too. I know they want to play us high minutes to get us ready for the playoffs, but at the same time, they understand that our bodies can't take a high intensity over and over and over again. So I'm sure they have a plan for us on the backside, but for now, we're just going to keep going at it.
You like the cold top? Cold top's good for you.
Yeah, I heard.
Daryl Ryder, 92.3 The Fan. Donovan, for you, the way you and Darius really set the tone early, I think you made your first 7-8 three-pointers combined, and then you, after the review upgrade, you went off there in the third quarter. Could you just touch on the way you both in the backcourt really kind of set the tone in this one?
Just playing off each other, playing aggressively, and doing it in different ways. Obviously the 3-ball was falling tonight for the both of us, but like I said, just trying to set that tone, be aggressive, just be the head of the Snakes. We got these two down there, him and Ev, holding the paint down, setting that tone, and get in the paint, creating. And then when we get doubled or whatnot, finding them in the pocket, find them on drop-offs. Darius did a hell of a job of that to start the game, and I just tried to find my way throughout the game. And, after the foul call, just like, all right, they get those 2 free throws, and then the flagrant foul. Then, all right, I'm the flagrant, and then now it's a 10-point game. It can go either way. We had that start the second half, then they come back up, we go up 12, then that 10-point game, and then they get the ball back. That can really turn into a different scenario. So trying to set that tone and just be aggressive. And this guy got me open a bunch of times, and I made some shots.
And for you, Jarrett, what is with you guys in blowing teams out? You lead the NBA in wins of 10 or more points.
Right. I think that just says when we come ready to play, we're going to bring it. And, if they're not ready, we're going to, win by 10 or more. We're ready for almost every game we play, and we're going to keep going at people.
Jovi. Donovan, you've been on a number of playoff teams. You've been on a number 1 seed before. So I wonder what you use the regular season for. Like, what do you think the regular season means? What's it for?
It means a lot. I think the biggest thing is, I think we have a tendency now as a fan, I wouldn't say fan base, as a whole, to kind of write it off. Not talk about players, but on the outside, I feel like we kind of write it off. It's like, but that sets up everything we see down the stretch. The stuff that we've done at the beginning of the year, the success we had, the losing in the fourth quarters that we've done on the road against the Clippers, against Golden State, the one against Miami, like, you remember those. I think they're learning lessons. There's so many different things. And, for me, like, I've been to the playoffs every year, and it's been different every year of how we've gotten there. And using those things to not only build, but put yourself in the proper position, whether it's home court, getting some time off at the end of the season, because understanding that, it's the playoffs are coming. If you can get yourself into a situation where you can't get to that play-in tournament, I think that's one of the biggest things that's changed the approach on the past 2 years, is understanding that if you get past 6, it's different. So understanding that you want to continue to stay where you are, if not raise, to be higher. And there's different things you can learn, different scenarios. You've seen the physicality jump up to a higher level. You've seen level of execution. And for a group that, as a whole, we haven't been to the playoffs together, and some guys haven't been to the playoffs at all, it's great to have these moments and great to use the regular season to prepare you for what's to come.
Yes. I know you kind of talked about the locker room, but what was your reaction to Darius's dunk?
Man, I was about time. About time. I was like, I give it to him. They don't want to give him a die. I give it to him. He hung on the rim, swung like somebody lifted him up. You know what I'm saying? So it was good. It was good to see he got one. He's been dunking in warm-ups the past like 3.5 weeks. He's been getting up. I didn't like that it was a rim graze, but we'll take it. You know, beggars can't be choosers. You know, so.
Last one up. Evan Damar right down you, but for either of you, Toronto's a team that plays very physically. Do you feel like you guys match that physicality and kind of impose your own will on the Raptors tonight?
I feel like we did. I feel like the first, 3 games that we play them, or 2, however many, every time we play them, they brought the physicality first, and we always played on our heels. But tonight, we brought the physicality to them. I think that's a big reason why we took control of the game and blew them out. But we just were ready for it all tonight.
Yeah, that was Jarrett and Donovan. Yeah, lead the NBA in 10 or more points. That's tough. That's tough, man. Yeah, them Clippers. They was talking about the Clippers and the Warriors games. Yeah, those games we should have won. That was early in the season. The Clippers, the Warriors, even the Kings game. It came down to the wire. Uh, I ain't gonna say it, but I think all them games happen to be on the road because we're not that crazy on the road. We usually lose on the roads. Um, Way better home team. But I think when we played the Clippers, we was on the road. When we played the Warriors, we was on the road in their house, and it all came down to the wire. I know the Clippers. We won that game. Technically, we won, but I think it came down to the we kept giving up free throws. It's like a crazy. It was a crazy transition. Like we gave up mad points and I forgot we gave up mad points. I remember we gave up mad points, and the Clippers just came back. They kept getting to the line, and that's how we ended up losing the game. And that's the problem we had in the past of collapsing in the fourth quarter, closing out games. That's the problem we had. Uh, in the Denver game, I think even the Denver game, we should have won that. We should have won that, but that's all. We work on that. Work on closing out games better. Um, and it's mostly on the road. The home games, I'm not worried about. That's why um I feel comfortable having that 4 seed. Prefer the number 3, but I'm comfortable as long as we got home court. That's what matters to me. But that was an important win for us. Um, that's the Cavs we should see for the rest of the season. Playing with effort and energy, and playing with defense. Um, Keep feeding the bigs. This ain't Utah, you know. No more, this ain't Utah no more. We got you, Spider. You know, we got you. We got some bigs over here. We got some real bigs over here that want the ball. So keep feeding the bigs. Um, we most efficient when we inside, work inside. Good basketball. I feel like we back in the right direction. Let's just continue to build. And Donovan playoff experience is going to be key. It's going to be big for us. I don't want to hear all that choking in the playoffs and whatever. Play his playoff experience is going to be big for us because some majority of the Cavaliers do not have playoff experience. Besides Danny Green, I would say Kevin Love, but he's gone. Uh, Jetty Osman. I don't know who else got playoff experience. Jetty Osman, Danny Green, and Jarrett Allen. Yeah. Jarrett Allen and Bird, they got playoff experience. Darius don't got playoff experience. Okoro. Yeah. But Donovan playoff experience is going to be big for us. He is the guy we needed as the final piece to make the playoffs and to see how far we can go. See how we can push the limit. What he's damn. That's fine. We could play the Knicks the first round. Wait, what the Knicks? The Knicks got what? The Knicks are what seed is the Knicks? That's fine by me. I mean, I think that's a win for us. That's shoot. That's a win for us. I'm not scared of Jalen Bronson. Shout out to Jalen Bronson though. I feel like he could have made an All Star team this year. Drew Holiday and them guys deserve it, but I feel Jalen Bronson putting up some good numbers over there in New York. But I'm not worried about him and Julius Randle, man. We could definitely. I know we could beat the Knicks, bro. That's a team I'm not worried about at all. They probably beat us last time. I'm not worried. That's a good matchup. Let me see. What seed is they? Is they fifth seed? Uh, sixth seed, right? Okay. Yeah. So like the Knicks will switch with the Nets. You think the Nets gonna drop? You think the Nets gonna drop? Hmm. The Nets and Knicks. I don't know who I'd rather face. I think I'd rather face the Knicks though. Miami still got a chance to climb and get out the play in. Yeah, them teams still got a time. So Knicks is the sixth seed right now. So as of right now, the Philly will play the Knicks. Philly will play the Knicks, and I mean, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna rock with Philly on that one. I'm definitely rocking with Philly, but I'm not scared of the Knicks. That'll be an easy. No, I'm not even gonna say easy, man. I'm not gonna be cocky, but that'll be a series we should most likely win. You know what I'm saying? And Donovan, I feel like yeah, he gonna get up for that. That New York series, Donovan will get up for that. That's easy word. You know when Donovan scored 40, we always win. So shoot, and he almost scored 40 this game. He had 35. We still won though. But yeah, that's a little stat for you. When Donovan scored 40, we usually do not lose. I think we undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. When Donovan scored 40, Donovan went crazy though this game though. He went crazy. I know Fred Raptors didn't have Fred, but it don't matter. Mobley had 18 and 9. Donovan had 35, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Jarrett Allen had 23 points, 11 rebounds. Garland had 18 points, 11 assists. That's good. I like it. That's good. Darius, and he had no turnovers. That's good. That's great basketball for Darius Garland. Um, that's great basketball. The only thing is, I just want our bench to be more consistent, man. Yeah, but yeah, before I decide to close out, man, we don't do game balls over here, man. We rock big dog chains. If you familiar with the Cavs, we do the junkyard dog chain. Every time you win, for one of like every time we win, it's usually for like the person who grinded out the most, who worked hard. It usually goes to that person who was gritty, who did the dirty, not dirty things, but who did the hard things to get the win for us. Battling out. Who worked the hardest, not just outscoring and scoring like the highest points in the game. Yeah, shout out to Jarrett Allen, 23 points, 11 rebounds, and this is his 28th double double this season, and that's the most on the team. So shout out to Jarrett Allen, man. Jarrett Allen got the junkyard dog chain. Jarrett Allen been big for us this season. Him and Mobley, they just get a little more touches, man. Jarrett Allen do all the right things. Jarrett Allen's what you want in a big man. He's better every year, man. He's getting better every year offensively. He uh he clean up your misses. His IQ is high when they do that little pick. You know when they I don't know if y'all watch Cavs game, but when they do the little short pick and he just lob it. Yeah, he great at that, lobbing it to Mobley. Allen's a beast, man. He's a beast. So yeah, shout out to Allen, man. Even though Mitchell was balling, but Allen do all the things we needed in that game. He eats the glass, protect the paint, set the tone early on defense. Yeah, that's what we need. Um, I think it was one more. I think it was one more video I wanted to see. I think who was it? I think it was Isaac. I think it was Isaac. Oh yeah, DG too. I forgot. Hold on, let me play this Isaac. 'Cause I'm almost done too. Let me play this Isaac clip real quick. See what he talking about.
I gotta get you for the interview. But all jokes aside, look, this was a team where we're talking about Atlanta seemed to have your number to start this season. How did you guys make sure that was not the case tonight?
We just knew we wanted to come out physical. You know, the past 3 games we played them, they were a more physical team playing against us, so we wanted to come out and just be more physical than them.
Somebody who was physical was Jarrett Allen, who just happens to be lingering over your shoulder. What did you make
I
of
could smell that peanut butter breath down my neck. All right.
No, that's the question. How was his physicality such a big part of this game?
He shut down Siakam. He took the challenge. That's what we want from Jarrett every night.
Peanut butter breath and all. Donovan Mitchell, 8 3-pointers in this game, just continues to lift up offensively. What did you make of his night?
The basket was just open for him. I feel like everything was going in. Anytime he put up a shot, I just feel like it was going in. So, I'm just running back on defense because I just feel like anytime he shoots the ball, it's going in.
Darius Garland just seemed to feel himself out there in terms of reading the game, whether it was he had to be aggressive to start and knock it down or whether it was finding Jay in the pocket. What did you make of just his overall performance?
Yeah, he was just communicating with us throughout the whole game, telling us where to be, just being the point guard that he is, leading us, putting us in the right spots and then making the right decision over and over again.
What allowed yourself to get going in there in the third quarter? You think you had 8?
When I got the ball, I just put it up, I just drive away from my opportunity, aggressive when I get the ball. So, that's what I did.
JB talked about kind of a sense of urgency going into this game and conversations you guys had. What were those conversations like and about just kind of heading into tonight?
It's just more so just starting the game off strong. We felt like past 2 games, we didn't start as strong as we wanted to. So this game, we want to start off strong, start with physicality, and try to build the lead.
What was your reaction to Darius's dunk?
Darius' dunk, but I was telling him he better dunk it too. It was a weak dunk, but but for Darius, we go give it to him.
When he is out there, though, just smiling, how much is his joy infectious and something that helps bring these games home?
It's contagious. When he's smiling, having a good time, everybody else is smiling, having a good time, and that's what we need.
You guys in double-digit victories. You guys lead the NBA and blowing teams out.
I didn't know that, but that's a good stat for us to have. We got to continue that for our next game and the rest of the season.
On the theme of dunks, though, Evan Mobley with the left-handed dunk out there. What'd you make of that one?
That's normal for him. We won't get excited about that. He does that. He does that every game. So that's normal for him. That's easy for him.
Hey, you heard that, Bubba? I think he said we lead teams and blowing teams out. Yeah, that's what we gonna do to Philly. We gonna blow you out. That's exactly what we gonna do to Philly, man. Isaac Carver, man, he gotta we gonna need Isaac. He gonna be open in that corner, bro. We gonna need him to shoot that thing, bro. We gonna need him to shoot the ball. None of that pump fake drive. It works sometimes, but we gonna need him to shoot that ball with confidence, man. And when Isaac Okoro is shooting the ball with confidence, he is a different basketball player. We are a different basketball team when he's making the 3, man. In this game, he only shot 2 threes, but it's still he went 2 for 2 for the 3. 8 points, 3 for 3 period from the field goal. Yeah, but Isaac Okoro, we're gonna need him for the playoffs. Defense and offensively. I got one more video I want to check out. Just one more video. Darius Garland. Let me see what DG got to say. Short clip, very short clip. Let me see what DG talking about.
Lots of talk before heading into this one that the Raptors were one of those teams that had your number, right? How did you guys make sure to flip the script in this one?
Setting the tone early, being physical with them, getting out in transition, rebounding the ball on defensive end, and trying to get out and get some easy ones.
JB talked a lot about that before this game, that look, this is a team where usually you know that they're going to get calls. They're going to play physical. How did you guys know you had to play through all that?
Yeah, like JB said, they always try to play physical, always swiping down. So we just have to just play through everything, have to play with force, just try to get open, get their hands off us, and just play with force and play with speed.
Yeah. We saw you play with speed to start this one, especially finding Jarrett Allen in the pocket. Just talk about the connection that you had with him.
I mean, it's still growing, but we're both my bigs. I mean, it's just a work in progress, but it's getting a lot easier. Everybody, everybody's not. Everybody's worried about Don on opposite sides, so the pocket's always open. And then I just let them make the plays from there. They're really good decision makers with the ball in their hands, so I have a lot of trust in them when I hit them in the pocket.
Hey, look, we saw you feeling it after that dunk, right? It feels like it's good to see you smiling out there. Did you just need that?
Yeah. I mean, tonight was a great night for everybody. I mean, we just brought the energy, brought the physicality tonight. I think we had our identity tonight, and hopefully we just continue to bring it back with us. But yeah, it was good just feeling the energy from the crowd, and they're always like our sixth man, so it was cool just feeling that for sure.
Is part of that identity playing even better when there's a fire lit under you guys? Because it seemed like after that losing that challenge in the third quarter, everybody was fired up.
Yeah, the fire always just lit us up a little bit. But I mean, we just have to play with that for 48 minutes, not just a couple spurts. That's what makes us a really good team, just playing hard and playing defense for 48 minutes. So that's what we try to do.
Is this one of those games where for you individually, you just felt like you were kind of reading all the right things out there? Because as a spectator, that's what it looked like.
I mean, there's a couple of reads that I didn't read right, but I try to read most of them correctly. Well, I mean, I know it's going to be a couple mistakes in the game, so I just try to make the right play every time, make the easy play, get my teammates involved, and then just try to get some shots that I'm just used to shooting when I'm open because they helping out for me.
Give yourself.
Yeah, Donovan went stupid after that. After we lost that was that challenge called. Um, they tried to say it was an offensive foul. Donovan went up for the layup on what's his name, Portal or whatever, and he kind of need them. I felt like that was a regular layup, man. He just he did kind of hit him there, but yeah, once that happened, yo, Donovan turned up, yo. He was tweaking. Donovan went crazy, man. That's the Donovan I want to see in the playoffs, man. It get very scary. Come playoff time with that. But Darius, as far as Darius go, before I close out, as far as Darius go, man, Darius just gotta be a point guard, bro. Just make the right reads, like he said, because I think he had 0 turnovers this game. Just make the right reads, set up the bigs. Don't overdo things, man. Don't overthink it. Slow it down sometimes. Sometimes he be going, super fast. He is our franchise point guard. So I mean, fans gonna be fans. He gets a lot of flack every time we lose. Also, when things don't go well, it's usually if it's usually fire JB or it's Darius gotta go. Trade Darius. Like or it be Cass LeVert. So those like the three main people that get attacked. It's first is JB biggest stab. It be fire JB every time. Then it's Cass LeVert because he be inconsistent, which I think Cass LeVert is doing a good job. People don't want to talk about the little stuff, but Cass LeVert, I think he's doing a good job. Offensively, yes, he's inconsistent, here and there, but on defense, he do a good job with the deflections, passing lanes. Him and Don be doing good on passing lanes too. But Castlevert, I think he stepped up more, trying to fill out that wing spot, trying to defend. Um, so sometimes he don't always have a great offense game. Sometimes defensively, he might do well or whatever. And he's another ball handler for us. A lot of people don't know that he's another ball handler, another playmaker. He was that when Ricky Rubio wasn't here. When Ricky Rubio was still rehabbing, that was one of our ball handlers, man. Bring the ball up. Caslevert been doing that. Last game, not this game. I think the game before. Yeah, I think the Hawks game, the game we lost. I think he had 9 assists. I think, but he be sometimes he alright, sometimes he not. But I'm sticking up for Karras, man. Do not trade Karras. I'm glad they didn't make no trades at the deadline. Keep this team together and see how far we can go. And then you worry about the off season. If we don't reach the goal that we think we could reach, then you worry about off season, what you want to do. But I'm glad they kept the team together. Let's see how far we can go with the same group. We're very young. Like I said, the second round, I I feel like making the playoffs is good enough, but second round, I feel like we can get there, and I worry about the rest later. I'm gonna just say second round for now. Playoff making the playoffs is a success. But second round is my next goal, and then from there we can say what happened after that. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna be biased as I want to be biased, but I'm not gonna be biased and say we gonna win a championship and reach the final. I think realistically, I think we could possibly make the second round. The finals, we got a lot of things to clean up, and not too many things, but we got some things to clean up. So I say second round is a realistic, like realistically, that's what I think could happen. And then all depends on matchups, man. But yeah, Darius just he's our franchise point guard, bro. I'm sticking with Darius. He gonna make mistakes. That's normal. He gonna turn the ball over. That's normal. As our young point guard, he gonna make mistakes. Our best brand of basketball is when he gets the bigs involved. I feel like, and fill the game out and get his buckets. And this game right here, I knew we was gonna. I ain't gonna say I know, but we always play good at home. The road is still a problem for us. That's we're gonna work on that, but we're gonna be good. We just gotta hold on to the home court advantage with the NBA standings. Toronto, they is I really don't like Toronto. But like you said, they play physical, and Toronto get away with a lot of things. I'm not trying to sound like that person, but they get away with things, man. I mean, teams don't get away with what they get away with, especially at home. But Toronto be getting away with some things, man. They very scrappy and physical. They be fouling to mess out of you. But overall, good win for the Cavaliers, man. I don't know. I think that's all I gotta say about the Cavs. Good win. Let's build on it. I believe we have Boston coming up next. I believe we have Boston coming up next. Yeah, we have Boston coming up next. March the 1st. We have Boston, man, and they on a little yeah, they a little trouble right now. That game, I don't know, man. I'm a little we played on March the 1st. I don't know about that game, man. It's gonna be in Boston. Like we own Boston right now. We up on Boston. But that game right there, I'm a little nervous on the road, going into Boston. Yeah, they might get their get back, but hope for the best. But they might punch us in the mouth when we play them on March the 1st. They got to get their get back. What you mean, bro? What you what you mean? We be the bottom feeder on height. What you want me to say, bro? I'm just what you want me to do? I can't acknowledge the win. I'm not hype. I'm just saying it was a good win. I mean, for the Cavaliers. We was on a losing streak. We had to figure it out. I mean, if you want to call Toronto a bottom feeder, sure, whatever. I think Toronto is still a decent team. They still a good team. They gotta have an all-star, Siakam. Um, Physical team, good on the fast break. They're a tough team. They ninth in the East. They're a playing team, man. Yeah, they're a playing team. Yeah. Raptors is a good team, man. So yeah, if you want to say I'm hype, sure I'm hype, man. But that was a good win for us, you know. And I mean, we beat plenty of teams, bro, plenty of playoff teams. But I'm just saying, that's a team we couldn't beat. Like they own us, like as far as this season go. And I think last season, but they like a thorn, like they like a splinter, bro. Like they just annoying. You just want to get it out. It was tough to beat them, bro. They a tough matchup for us. That's all that was. They had a good collective group of guys over there that play very hard, and you want to make sure you maintain a lead against them and don't turn the ball over against a team like the Toronto Raptors. So yeah, they are a playing team. So yeah, they still relevant. You know, they still relevant. They right there. It's all good though, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, I think that's all, man. I think I touched on everything I wanted to touch on. I just wanted to vent that out. With the Cavs, did yeah. I think that's all, man. But look, man. Um, I appreciate whoever watching, man. Salute to Bubba, man. I appreciate you, bro, coming in, checking in, showing some love, man. Appreciate it, man. Next win, next win. I want to go live, but I don't know. Boston gonna be a tough one, man. I know that Boston is gonna be a tough one, but yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Bubba, but until next time, man. I'm gonna holla at y'all, man. You feel me? I appreciate whoever tapped in.